Good morning, future Bobcats. I'm Dr. Barry. I'm the head of school here at Bosque, and I'm so excited to welcome you to your virtual tour today. You're going to have the chance to meet with our students, our teachers, and get to see our beautiful campus. So I'm going to be turning you over now to your student tour guide, but I will be seeing you at morning meeting. I hope you have a great day experiencing challenging education. I'll be seeing you soon.
Thanks, Dr. Barry. My name's Kyle, and I'm an upper schooler here. I'll be your tour guide for today. Now, let's go to morning meeting.
We're about to head into morning meeting. This is personally my favorite part of every day, as it's our chance to reconvene as our community, to see friends, to connect with your advisor, and also for things like student performances, student announcements, and for us to not only talk about things that are happening in our school, but also in the world around us. One of my favorite morning meetings was after Greta Thunberg gave her incredibly impressive address to the United Nations Climate Summit. We were able to show that address to our students the next week in morning meeting and be able to talk to them not only about what advocacy means for her, but also for each of us in our role in our community.
That was cool. Now, let's head to the middle school.
Hello, my name is Leslie O'Hanlon, and I'm the head of the middle school here at Bosque School. It's very great to see you. And I want to just tell you about a few things I love about this school. The first thing that's most important to me are our students. Our students are amazing, caring, empathetic kids who want to learn, who work really hard, and they care about each other. I also want to tell you about our teachers. Our teachers are incredibly hardworking. They push our kids to think critically, to think deeply, and they also look at the whole child. So we just don't look at how the child is doing in an academic class, but also we look at how that child is doing in our community, how they're doing with their emotions, because that's equally important. The third thing that I love about being here at this school is the opportunity to learn beyond the classroom. So our kids can go out into the Bosque, they can sit in Sanchez Park, they can learn from this beautiful environment that we're so lucky to be in.
Now we're going to move on to the upper school, but first, a fun fact. Our library is the only building in the country to be named after President and Mrs. Ford.
Well, hello, my name is Dr. Spree McDonald. I'm the head of the upper school, and it's really my pleasure to welcome you here. Our upper school is characterized by a really dynamic college prep curriculum. It is a fantastic academic experience for our students. We provide not only far beyond the bare minimum students would need to be very competitive in a college application process, but also many specialized courses from our senior thesis project to wildlife seminar to our capstone Spanish heritage courses. We really provide a lot of opportunities for students to specialize. In addition to these things, we have many co-curricular activities in the arts, in athletics, and clubs like Mock Trial and Model UN, which students take part in all 4 years at Bosque and often continue on into college studying. We send students on athletic scholarships to many universities every year, as well as to many of the fine arts schools in the country. So it's really my pleasure to welcome you into this community, and I would love to talk to you anytime.
Let's continue on and see what's next.
Aloha, I'm Jeannie Garcia, the athletic director at Bosque School. We're really proud of our competitive, inclusive program, which services over 70% of our student body. We have a comprehensive selection of options. We have over 80 teams and 18 sports. We want everyone to come and try out for any sport that they'd like, because we want you as part of our athletics program, and go Bobcats.
Wow, there's a lot to explore here at Bosque. Let's keep going.
Hi everybody, I'm Megan Bodie and I'm the director of the drama department here at Bosque School. We have so many fun ways for you to be involved in the theater department, all the way from 6th grade through 12th grade. But when you're in 8th grade and up, you can audition for our main stage production or for our musical production. They're both so much fun, and I can't wait to see you all here sometime really soon.
Thanks, Miss Bodie. One more piece of Bosque trivia, our Black Box Theater was the first in New Mexico. Let's continue on and see what's next.
Hi, I'm Sasha Custer. I am the department leader for visual arts and I teach in the upper school. One of the most amazing things about the art program here at Bosque is the importance that arts are given in the curriculum. 6th through 8th, art is given equal time with academics, and every student must take visual arts. So in the upper school, students must take foundations as a core class, and then that would make them eligible for classes such as advanced painting and drawing, digital arts, or ceramics. If students are super dedicated to the arts, we have a class for seniors only, which is portfolio development, where students have the chance to build their own body of work and really find their own voice. And at the end of the year, we have a show featuring their pieces, and they get to display that work to the school.
It was great to hear about our art program, Ms. Custer. Now let's go talk to Ms. Mariachi.
Hi, my name is Nicole Maniaci. I'm director of the String Ensemble program here at Bosque School. We offer wonderful string classes for all middle school grades, and we also offer 2 high school string ensemble classes. One is by audition. We offer a challenging program, but we also have a great time. I would love to see you here, and I can't wait to make music with you in the future.
Now let's move on with our tour.
Hi, welcome to Bosque School. We're so glad you're here. My name is Pam Seaver, and I'm the 6th grade science teacher. In 6th grade, we spend most of our time in our outdoor classroom, the Bosque, where we encourage your students to learn about their relationship with nature. In the classroom, we spend time preparing for those field experiences, learning about the ecosystem, energy, the environment, and preparing your students for academic rigor throughout their experience at the school.
Hey, welcome to Bosque School. I'm Dan Shaw. I teach science here, and this is where we launch a grand adventure in learning. Bosque School on these ancestral Puebloan lands is the place that we actually reach out into the forest to learn from and with all sorts of different kinds of partners. And our kids, we prepare them to do science that matters beyond the classroom, and we prepare them for careers in science, technology, engineering, art, and math, the STEAM connection. And where we do that is right here, moving into the community and through the Bosque.
Let's continue with our tour.
Hi, I'm TJ Middleton with the math department here at Bosque. Welcome. Oh my goodness, math learning today, it is completely different from the way many of us have experienced it in the past. It's not just the teacher standing up there saying this is how you do this certain skill, and now I want you to go home and just practice 10 more just like that. It's dynamic, it's collaborative, it is students working together. It's 2 steps forward and 1 step back. In fact, we now know that making mistakes is one of the most essential pieces to true deep learning. And so we will follow a student's mistake and we will see where that leads us. And sometimes we come up with amazing discoveries. Sometimes I even discover something new about the mathematics. This new way of learning math involves a lot of metacognition. Students have to think about how they learn, not just what they learned. That way they're going to be able to tackle new problems and new situations because they've developed these skills for overcoming obstacles and seeing how they've been able to approach things in the past.
Nice shirt, Mr. Middleton. All right, now let's check out foreign languages.
Buenos dias. Thank you for coming into my classroom and visiting me. My name is Daniel Abeta, or Maestro Abeta. I'm a Spanish teacher here at Bosque School. Go Bobcats. And I want to share with you 3 things that make Spanish unique and exemplary here at Bosque School. 3 pillars. Number 1 is our emphasis on intercultural exchange. We go to Mexico. Mexico comes to us. We also explore online and through different resources, other cultures. We like to make comparisons. How does my culture compare with other cultures so that I can get a better understanding of myself and of other people, a greater appreciation. Second pillar of our program here at Bosque School is our emphasis on communication. We don't want you to forget Spanish. We want you to be able to communicate and build real relationships with real Spanish speakers. So we have an immersive model. And a third pillar here at Bosque School is our emphasis on authentic resources. So we don't want to give you worksheets. We want to give you resources made by Spanish speakers for Spanish speakers and guide you along the way to improving your comprehension and eventually communication. So I hope you consider studying Spanish with me and our 6 other fabulous Spanish teachers from all over the world here at Bosque School. Thank you. Let's go Bobcats. Hasta luego.
Gracias, Señor Beta. Now let's see what's next.
Hey, welcome to the Latin classroom. Nomen mihi est Chris Alvarez. And salvete omnes. Super glad you're here. We teach Latin at Bosque, which I think is one of the things that really sets us apart as a school. Why do we teach Latin? Well, for one thing, 60% of the words in English and 100% almost of the words in science and mathematics, art, literature, philosophy come from Latin. Secondly, the grammar of Latin is foundational to the grammar of a lot of ancient and modern languages. So if a student wants to go on and study, say, Sanskrit or ancient Chinese, or if they want to study a modern language, any of the Slavic or Semitic languages like Arabic and Hebrew, South Asian languages like Urdu and Hindi, Tamil, all of these share a grammar with Latin. Latin is also the text in which a lot of very important foundational texts have been written. Not only Roman texts on the importance of separation of powers in a republic, but also things like eyewitness accounts of the Crusades and eyewitness accounts of the Inquisition in New Mexico. And I think what we're learning today is how important it is for us as citizens to be able to go back to the source, learn the facts for ourselves, and make our own decisions. And I like the fact that this generation can look at these foundational texts for themselves and make their own decisions. And finally, if you come back some other time to my classroom, you'll see Latin is really fun.
All right, now let's talk to Ms. Rutens about the WILDS program and service learning.
Hi, my name is Anna Rutens. I'm the Service Learning Director. I'm excited to tell you about two programs today. The first is Service Learning, and in this program we introduce students to economic, social, environmental, and cultural issues being faced in our world today. We combine academic learning and gaining knowledge with actual hands-on service. The aim of the program is to further develop perspectives, understanding experiences that other people are having that might be unlike our own. Also to understand how volunteering and advocacy can be one part of the solution. I'm also excited to tell you about a new program that we've launched. It's called WILDS, and that stands for Wellness, Identity, Leadership, Life Skills, Diversity, and Service. The mission of this program is to integrate theory and practice to help students develop the knowledge, skills, and vision necessary to promote critical thinking and self-awareness, build community, and engage as effective community members who cultivate a more inclusive and equitable world. We are growing good humans. All of these important threads are woven together under the umbrella of the program called WILDS.
Now let's move on with our tour.
Hi, my name is Arthur Knox. I teach 11th grade history, 12th grade English. I'm the chair of the Upper School Humanities Department, and I'm the senior thesis coordinator here at Bosque School. The 8th grade inquiry project and the 12th grade senior thesis program are vital components of Bosque students' experience as they progress from 6th to 12th grade. The 8th grade inquiry project uses as its prompt, what fascinates you, why you, and why should we care? It's a semester-long project culminating in a short paper and a public presentation. The senior thesis program, on the other hand, is a year-long project. It involves very immersive research that is both library and fieldwork based. It culminates in a 20-plus page research paper and a 18 to 20-minute public presentation. Both programs are entirely student-directed and student-led, but widely supported by the entire teaching staff and faculty.
Hi, I'm Mark Eastman, the Director of College Counseling at Bosque School. Our office will help you through every step of the college process. We help with testing, self-discovery, application support. We edit essays, we read applications, we interact with college reps. Each year, over 100 college representatives visit Bosque School, and your students have the opportunity to meet face-to-face with those representatives who will be reading their applications in the future. 100% of Bosque students are accepted to college, they receive millions of dollars in merit scholarships, and they attend colleges throughout the country and the world.
Now you've had a tour of Bosque School. I hope to see you next year.
Thanks so much for being our tour guide, Kyle. Future Bobcats, I'm thrilled to be ending our tour here in our beautiful Sanchez Park. That's right, Bosque has a park right on campus. This is an incredibly special place for us. It's where we start the first day of school each year, and it's where we end every school year with our beautiful graduation ceremony. It's also a place where students love to come to hang out with friends, to eat lunch, and to just enjoy the beautiful shade of our cottonwood trees. I hope that we will be seeing you back on campus soon for an in-person visit. I can tell you that as beautiful as Bosque might look through this video, it's even more stunning in person. Please come see the vibrancy of our community, come meet our students and our teachers in person, and come learn everything you can about what it means to challenge education. I encourage you to complete the online admissions inquiry so that you can stay abreast of all the upcoming dates and deadlines. I can't wait to be seeing you on campus soon.